A new elevated offer for the Chase Sapphire Preferred. We've got the ink card deals coming to a close very soon, and I've got a very interesting scenario today that I'm gonna need your input on because it deals with relationships and travel. So this one's gonna be a lot of fun. Welcome to the Brandon Boyd Show and the Weekly Pointers News Update. These come out every Sunday evening, and my goal is to catch you up on all the news you may have missed regarding credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between. The topics are on one side of the screen. There's a timer down below and time stamps down in the description below, so feel free to check those out if you want to hop around to different stories. I hope you enjoyed the Cardi Award show that I put out last Sunday evening. I had a lot of fun making that, so if you want to see the Best in Credit Cards award show, make sure you check out that link down in the description below. I had fun making it. I hope you had just as much fun watching it. Now, if you do find this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications for alerts. And if you're interested in any of the cards mentioned in today's video, or any card for that matter, make sure you apply using my referral links down in the description below. When you apply using those referral links, it greatly helps support the channel, and I can't thank you all enough for doing that so far. Thank you. With that said, we got a lot to talk about, some really big stories today, so I say we just dive into it. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. So this first one is really important. At 9 a.m. Eastern time on March 21st, the current best ever intro offers for the Chase Ink Unlimited and the Chase Ink Cash will be going away. That's 90,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards as part of the sign-up offer with both of those cards right now, and I highly recommend you take advantage of these. Kayla and I have already started taking advantage of them. We've each gotten a Chase Ink Unlimited through this promo, and she got a Chase Ink Cash, which she was originally denied for, but called the reconsideration line and got approved for the card. I actually just sent in my application for another Ink Cash card today, and I got a notice that said, hey, we're reviewing your application. Typically, that's a good sign with Chase, so hopefully that comes through. That means we've added 90,000 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90, 360,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards, plus the points that we earn just for meeting the minimum spend on those cards. That's how you add up a lot of points very quickly. If you've had your eye on either one of those two cards, now is the time to do it. It's the best intro offer ever. Make sure you take advantage before 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 21st before that deal goes away. Sticking with Chase, let's move over to another card, the Chase Freedom Flex, and we've talked about this card quite a bit on the channel because of its rotating categories, giving you 5 times bonus points on those rotating categories. Now they've announced the Q2 rotating categories for 2023, and those are Amazon.com and Whole Foods and Lowe's. So if you do your shopping at either one of those in the second quarter, April through June of 2023, you'll earn 5 times points in those categories. Again, that's up to $1,500 in spend each quarter. Now, if I think about this, I've got 2 old school Freedom cards and then I've got 1 Freedom Flex. So that actually opens me up for $4,500 worth of spend if I want to get 5 times points on up to $4,500 to spend because I have those 3 cards. So definitely keep that in mind. The Flex is a great card in general, not just because of those rotating categories, but also because it's got a great sign-up offer as well on grocery spend. And with inflation the way it is right now, grocery spend adds up very quickly. So if you're interested in the Flex card, make sure you check it out. I think it's a card that everybody at some point should have in their wallet, probably near the beginning of their credit card points and miles journey. It does a lot, there's no annual fee, and makes a lot of sense for a lot of people. Sticking with Chase yet again, this is a really interesting intro offer because there was a memo that was sent out to Chase bankers stating that there would be an up to 90,000 point offer starting March the 19th. And this is the way it's laid out, so you can sign up for the Chase Sapphire Preferred in branch only at this time and get 80,000 points after $4,000 spent in the first 3 months, and you can get an additional 10,000 bonus points after spending 6,000 total on purchases made in the first 6 months. So as of right now, this looks like it's going to be in branch only, so you'll want to contact your local Chase bank to see if they have that offer in hand and ready before you drive all the way out there, and maybe they don't have it available quite yet. Also check your 524 status, and also remember the Sapphire rule that if you've earned a sign-up offer bonus within the last 48 months on a Sapphire card, you won't be eligible for the sign-up bonus here. So make sure it's been outside of that 48-month window before you apply for this card. I definitely don't want you to be disappointed there. Now we have our referral links for this card, but as I always tell you, go for the most points that you can possibly get. Take advantage of this in-branch offer if you live close to a Chase branch, and let me know if you have any success applying for it. The more information we have on that, the better we can track this deal. Let us know your experience down in the comments below. The world's first 3-year cruise is getting ready to launch, and it covers 130,000 miles over the course of its journey. here's what that looks like. So Life at Sea is launching the 130,000 mile journey beginning November 1st, 2023 from Istanbul. This cruise is going to take passengers to all 7 continents, visiting 375 ports. So this is going to go pretty much everywhere that you could possibly think of. The price tag for this right now, the lowest price tag is $24.99. That's $2,499 per month, which if you think about it, could equal maybe what you're paying for your mortgage payment right now, especially with interest rates being as high as they are right now. So that's definitely something to consider. Would you go on a cruise for 3 years, number one? And number two, would you use this as a replacement for where you may want to live? Could you stay on a cruise ship for that long? I mean, they're going to feed you. The food's probably going to get really repetitive at some point, but you are going to get to go all over the world and probably try foods from all over the world in the interim period as well. So let me know what you think about this. I think it's a very unique idea. I just wonder how many people are going to jump on board, number one, to actually stay on there for 3 years, and number two, be willing to pay $2,500 a month. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. A giant seaweed blob that is 5,000 miles long is making its way to the Florida coast. That's right, this is a record high 5,000 mile seaweed bloom that is up to 5 to 6 feet deep as well. And it's anticipated that this will hit the Florida coast at the beginning of July or somewhere around that time period. This is going to be brown seaweed that is really a habitat for things like crabs, shrimp, sea turtles, things like that. However, officials have stated that getting in contact with these seaweed blobs could cause eye and skin irritation as well. So there's a lot going on there. I'm just making you aware of this just in case you had plans to travel, especially to an East Coast Florida beach around the time of July of this year. You may want to look out for this. And apparently these seaweed blooms contain a chemical that puts off a smell similar to rotten eggs. So not only could you have itchy eyes, itchy skin, it could smell really, really bad as well. So keep that in mind if you're making plans to travel down to Florida over the summer. We're gonna keep an eye on it for sure because this is just a really fascinating story to me. So let me know if you got any Florida plans down in the comments below, and let me know if this changes your mind about any of those. Now imagine this, what if you were traveling with your partner on an international flight and then you realized that one of you left your passport behind? So a lady and her boyfriend made travel plans to travel with a group of friends on an international trip. And this lady's very nice. She actually keeps most of the documents, especially travel documents from her boyfriend, with her because he's very forgetful and basically doesn't pay attention to what he has with him when he's getting ready to go on a trip. Now one day while the boyfriend was at work, he called his girlfriend and said, "Hey, I need those documents. Can you bring them into work? I need to show proof of identity." And she brought his passport to the office. And at that point he said, "Okay, let me just keep the passport. You don't need to hold on to this. I'll take care of it myself." So when they get to the airport, the lady pulls out her passport, no problem. But then the boyfriend asks her, "Hey, where's my passport?" To which she said, "Hey, you told me not to keep up with that anymore and that you were going to take care of it yourself." At this point, he is very angry and very furious because his home is 2 hours away. So if he were to drive there and drive all the way back, that's 4 hours. He would miss the flight and wouldn't be able to go on it. And he says, "Why don't you have my passport with you?" To which she says, "Hey, last time we talked, you said you were taking control of your documents, especially your travel documents and passport." And she even told him, "Hey, I made a list before we left that told you what you needed to check off to make sure you were ready for this trip. And one of those items was make sure you have your passport." Well, apparently he forgot about this and he just assumed that she had it in her purse. Well, he is furious and really upset, and he gets even more upset when the girlfriend says, "Hey, I'm taking this trip with or without you. You should have brought your passport and checked on it before we left. You're an adult, you're a grown man, you should take care of this." The boyfriend's mad, the boyfriend's furious, so the girlfriend goes with her friends. She gets on the plane, she turns off her messaging and Wi-Fi because they're on the plane. And when they land, she's just getting bombarded with negative messages from her boyfriend stating, "Hey, I can't believe you left without me. How could you do this to me?" So here's the question, is the woman at fault here for traveling and leaving her boyfriend behind because he did not bring his own passport? Is the boyfriend at fault here for not being responsible, being an adult, and bringing their own passport? And I'm curious to know if this has ever happened to any of you. You know, we've done some international travel. I'm sure a lot of you that are watching this have done this. Have you ever been in a situation where somebody has left their ID behind at the airport, especially in an international situation? Have they left their passport behind? Would you leave a loved one behind if they left their passport, would you take off and go without them? Let me tell you this, I depend on Kayla quite a bit to keep things organized when we travel, and without her, I would probably fall apart, let's be honest, all right? She keeps everything organized when it comes to travel, but I would always make sure that my own passport was with me, or at least I knew where it was. So let me know your experience with this, or your thoughts on it, and who's to blame down in the comments below. And if you're familiar with the weekly Pointers news update, you know we like to end the show on a good food deal, and this week is no exception. This week we're going to A&W. So this one's really simple. A&W restaurants are offering a free small root beer float when you text FLOAT, that's F-L-O-A-T, to the number 57501. Again, that's text FLOAT to 57501. I really like these easy food deals. Couldn't be any easier to pick this one up. Make sure you take advantage. All right, so this was a very interesting week. I really enjoyed this episode. We covered a lot of stuff, some new card offers, some offers that are going away, and then a really interesting story about leaving a loved one behind because they forgot their passport. So again, I can't wait to hear your input on that story. And keep in mind, we do have a lot of new people in Points and Miles that are watching the channel. So any tips, tricks, or pointers that you have, make sure you share those down in the comments below, because I guarantee it will help someone out. Also, keep in mind, if you're interested in any cards mentioned in today's video, or any card for that matter, make sure you apply using my referral link down in the description below. When you apply using that referral link, it greatly helps support the channel, and I can't thank you all enough for doing that so far. You're awesome. If you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, 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 you're gonna get the latest information on credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, free root beer floats, and everything in between, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.